Hello, everybody. It's me, Bug. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You know what? I was gonna do it in the void room, but you know what? We're cleaning in there, dude. Guys, void bugs as big as cats are in there, so we kind of had to just do this in the normal, in the normal studio, away from the gigantic void bugs with gigantic penises. I was kind of scared, but anywho. We yeah, guys. I'm not even gonna talk about it. There are void bugs in the void room. We're going to go in there a little bit later and go get Gaster, and he's gonna kind of try to get them out of there. Eh, well, but that's not neither here nor there right now. So Gem Harvest. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now I'm gonna start by saying this. It's not a bad episode by any stretch of the imagination. It's fun. We got Matt Molero, I hope I'm saying his name right, basically voicing, Greg's cousin, which I technically think is his brother because how is he his cousin, but still Steven's uncle? And that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Like someone in the comments, if you could tell me, how's that like? How does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I think he's Greg's brother, though. To be quite honest, um, freaking Carl voices Andy, man. Like they couldn't tell that Valero, hey, to change your voice a little bit. No, 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 no. He sounds straight up like Carl. I was half expecting him to come out with freaking Meatwad, Shake, and freaking Frylock, and they're just like, and then I was half expecting him to look at like either Lapis or looking at Lapis or Peridot or freaking Pearl or even Amethyst going like tonight. It was a little bit distracting, but I enjoyed it. Um, so Steven's actual or intended name was called DeMayo. DeMayo. Get it, guys? I mean, I think it's weird because it sounds like the mayo, which means like the mayonnaise. Like, what the fuck? But it was cool. Steven committed pumpkin murder, and then the little pumpkin dog thing was like, "Get away from me! You killed my kind." Well, he didn't say that, but it's the way he was looking, and it was funny, and I'm like, but it starts with Steven wanting this, Steven spending the night with Peridot and Lapis, and although my very perverted thoughts drifted somewhere else at that moment, really it was nothing like that. But that isn't gonna stop me from thinking what it was in my head. But anyways, so they, the gems do a few things. They kind of screw up a little bit. He's a little mad that their parents' barn is being used for whatever thing that Lapis and Peridot has done to the barn to make it a little bit more homier. And it pretty much, they talk about Greg talks to freaking Andy about Rosie. He's like, "What do you guys mean you weren't married?" I'm like, I kind of thought they were though. I thought they kind of had like a little tiny ceremony, but yeah, I guess they weren't married. Which kind of makes Steven, which kind of makes Steven a you know what, but I ain't gonna say it. But still, it's a very enjoyable episode, even though they really just said, fuck it, have him just use your Carl voice. And, it really has a nice little message because, Andy's used to being alone now because all of his family have, they split up, broke apart, whatever. whatever have you, and he just wanted things to be the same, and seeing all the gems around, seeing all the gems around because they had a very awesome table scene where they're just like having little in jokes back and forths, kind of like, kind of like, kind of like a certain person's family. Yeah, straight up like our family. But still, I enjoyed it, and and Andy, like this episode, I wasn't even expecting to feel anything, but I fucking did again. God dang, Rebecca Sugar and the rest of the writing staff, rest of the Crewniverse. God damn, you guys know where to hit us. You know where to hit us. Like you fucking know where to hit us just right where we are the most emotional. I'm like, Jesus. And like I said, it was enjoyable. The whole freaking Pearl saying like we're gonna have all the parties and stuff and marry each other. I was like laughing my ass off, and they actually got a tombstone for Andy, and Andy like laughed. I was half expecting him to be like, "What the?" I was half expecting him to go all Carl, and like you know flip out in the standard Carl way. And I know like that wasn't gonna happen, but like I don't know, like when he's like he told Steven he was gonna buy him a salami for his birthday. I was like, okay, okay, that sounded straight up like Carl. Like no joke. He sounded straight up. He sounded, he tried to make him sound different, but yeah, that was fucking Carl. Also, I was half expecting like Schoolie D to come out, freaking rest of the Aqua Teens to come out, like he's like singing that song. You know which one? Like the Aqua Teen is back and Schoolie D's back on the mic, and that version of the like theme song that they didn't use. Which I kind of wanted them to use. Hmm. I hope and I hope Andy comes back, and I hope they don't change his voice because I kind of like that. I kind of like that he has Carl's voice. It's very good. It's actually pretty good, and I want them to keep it. you know. And once again, because you guys want me to say it, and it's never gonna stop being true. Peridot was adorable this episode, like always. And I still think to myself, why did freaking Lapis and Peridot want Steven into the barn where they getting ready for a threesome? I know I'm screwing up everything I just said, but you know that it's me. So perversion dead ahead. But really this episode was really good. It made me laugh 5 times. There was amethyst bourbon, cooking oil, an emotional scene with fucking I'm calling him Carl myself. Him and Steven had he had a tearful moment with Steven, and it ended with the pumpkin dog throwing up that room side of that cake, which made my mouth water. I give this episode 5 shields out of 5. It wasn't what I was really expecting, but I didn't care. And I say to myself, what a wonderful episode. Yeah, I say to myself, what a wonderful episode. Like guys, I know you were probably expecting a little bit more lore, a little bit more gym war, but personally, that's only a part of what it's about. It's about more about Steven and you know dealing with the fact that he is human in Gem. I know we wanted. I know you guys wanted more, but for what it is, I loved it. I really did. You know, it resonated. It resonated with both me and Ansa Kamara. So yeah, and guys, like if and we do believe here on the Big Three Box Network that yeah, Steven Universe doesn't have filler. You guys you want every freaking Steven Universe episode to deal with some part of the Gem War or something like that. And really, Steven Universe has no filler, and if it does, if you can make the argument that it does, it's not useless. See, that's the thing about That's the thing about filler that we've painted over the years. Y'all think filler is useless? No, filler is see when filler's used correctly, it is a cool down method. It kind of cools down your story. Whatever tension is going on in the main plot, this is just a way for you to just chill, just have these characters be the character, have the characters be themselves. I'm not having to worry about, oh, we gotta fight this gem, or oh, we gotta fight the diamonds and stuff. It's just the gems being the gems. Straight up. So, I'm sorry if all of you were kind of disappointed. I can't really tell you guys that I can't really tell you guys that what I can't really say for you guys it was the best, but to me and Bugsy, it was good. It was good to us. But for the rest of you, we're gonna say this: if Rose comes back, we're not really going to truly like flip or lose our shit. We're just gonna wonder what they're gonna do with it if they actually do bring Rose back. If they don't, I ain't gonna trip. If they do, if they do, if they do, I want it to kind of be in Steven's mind, in a sense. I want them to kind of talk within Steven's mind. That's a way of kind of having her around only slightly, but she's not really affecting that much of the story with being in Steven's head, you know what I mean? That's what I think should happen. For all you guys that want Rose in the story. But that's just me, that's my opinion. And it's a pretty good one, I say. Because, that would make a lot of people who want Rose in the story kind of happy. It's kind of a good little medium. But, me and Ansukmara will go now because we've been watching the Nut Shack, and that's probably going to be our next review, our next animated review. So, we'll see you guys a little bit later. And for the rest of you, it's the Nut Shack. And see you later. Bugsy and Ansukmaro, aka the Chaos Bros, signing off. Seriously though, if any of you are on the fence about Gem Harvest, watch it again. Just watch it again. Like seriously, honest to God, watch it again. You'll find something that you didn't really suspect before, and you're gonna like it. Trust us. But if you just hate it, well, sorry. That's all we got. See you guys later.